Good morning and welcome to today's video diary. It's day number 142. I think I've gotten back on track of figuring out what day it is. Instead of just getting a number then adding it to the date, it's just easier just to keep it running total. For example, I've just uploaded from last night, day 140. Henceforth, yesterday must have been day 141 because that's not uploaded yet. This must be 142. Genius. What's happening today? We're just going to the college. I'll tell you about the college side of the things first. We're going to college, we're going to be watching the school panto, and then we'll be doing maths. Maths. Don't take maths. Even though it's the last day, we still do maths. We still do past papers. We worked the bone in maths. Because maths is hardcore and the best subject ever. Apart from computing. Second best. Apart from further maths. Third best. Exactly. So, what's rolling now? Let's just walk there, shall we? Okay then, so it's after school. School's finished. I say just finished. It finished ages ago. We're talking 12 hours? No, don't be ridiculous, 6 hours ago. That'd be absolutely ridiculous. Lovely has just left. Yes, I know, I say a lot of things on this channel and I never follow through with any of them. At all. Lovely came around after le college. We walked home together and I said I told myself that I would ask her if I could just vlog on the way home, just so that I could tell you what's going on. And then I got to the point where I was walking up the road that I normally vlog on, and I didn't want to. I didn't want to vlog it as an event. I didn't want to just pull you out and then not make it just me and her. Because we were... because this is the last time I see her before Christmas now. It's going to be Christmas Eve that I see her next, and even then I will see her for about an hour tops, I would say. An hour, maybe 2 hours at a push. And it's not going to be very... There's time, I suppose. That's what I'm trying to say. So, this was like the last time that I'd see her, relatively, before Christmas. I'll see her Christmas Eve and everything, but it's the last long period of time that I have to spend with her, you know what I mean? One that isn't on a time limit. Oh, we shouldn't put that in the dishwasher, really. Oh well. Yes, Lovely did come around here and we put Christmas music on, hence why it's on now. I'm in a Christmassy, music-y kind of mood now. And then we baked some, and the remnants still around. I haven't quite cleaned everything up yet. But we made chocolate brownies, and we like our chocolate brownies. I brought the wrong chocolate though. It's supposed to get dark chocolate and it ended up having mint and honeycomb bits in because I'm a moron. I didn't see that bit. But there they are, look, there's the brownies. And we made a big tin of brownies and stuff. And then we played Portal, and Portal's still on actually, it's still running in the background on the TV. Over there. And it was really good fun. We've never like baked anything together or anything, and I really enjoyed it, and I hope Lovely really enjoyed it as well. And it was just really good fun, just because, okay, if I would have said I was going to set the camera up here, I'd have the tripod there, I'd have the microphone just underneath it, have the laptop there. I had it all planned out, all worked out. Let me make sure that's her getting home. Good. Wait, was that recording for... Never mind, I'm going mental. I thought I'd put you down, and then when I focused the camera, I thought that beep was the beep telling me that I'd finished recording, and it wasn't. I'm insane. As previously discussed, what was I talking about? Now I've forgotten what I was talking about. Moron. Yeah, so I would have set up the camera there. I had everything planned of how to do it. I even ran it through with Lovely beforehand, and she said that's fine. But when we started to make it, when I actually started, I didn't even set up the camera because we were talking about stuff that we wouldn't have talked about. It would have been uncomfortable with a camera there. We wouldn't have talked as much as Lovely wouldn't have talked to me as much as she normally would have done if she wasn't without the camera. And we had conversations and had fun while making said brownies. Fun that I would have loved to have captured and put up as a Christmas video, which I'm not going to have anymore. But the fun wouldn't have been there if I would have recorded it. It's kind of like physics. If we're like photons, right? If you observe us, then we're just particles. But if you don't observe us, we're going to act like a wave. Quantum. So, yeah, that happened. It was really good fun. I've never like baked anything, especially not with Lovely. And we sat here, stood here, and baked, and then made everything, and everything went, and everything. It went relatively okay for my level of cooking. Lovely would obviously have it a lot more perfect than I would because Lovely actually cooks relatively, but I can't cook at all, and I thought it went amazing. But there was quite a bit of mess and stuff. But really good fun. But I don't think it would have been as much fun because it wouldn't have been natural as much if there was a big fat-ass camera right there looking at us both. And then we wouldn't have talked about what we wanted to talk about. I would have ended up talking to you. I would have been trying to make Lovely talk to you, and then it would have been uncomfortable for Lovely, and etc. I'd love for one day for her to introduce her to you. I'd love it more than a lot of things, but I don't want it to be... I love it more than a lot of things, but however, I don't love it more than I love her. So, if there is even the slightest possibility that it's going to be a bit awkward or weird, then I will happily put the camera down and not vlog or not record the situation, unless Lovely like full on goes on like, oh, record this bit, or let me talk to it, or let me talk to you. Then that'd be fine. Then that'd be brilliant. I'd love that, but I would not force her down that route, if that makes sense. Okay, so we had the brownies, we made that cooked, and then we was playing Portal, then there's a tea, and just with the Christmas music in the background, and it was just really, really good fun. My laptop's dying, and it was, I can't reiterate how much fun it was, and how much you would have ruined it, you ruiner, and it was really good fun. Just a couple of times, just, you know how I'm always right at everything, just proving myself right a couple of times, and it was really good. Really, really good fun. It's just a pain that, the only downside, like ever, is when Lovely has to leave. And today's worse because I'm waiting for the new settee to arrive. So I've got to stay here and wait for the delivery on the new settee. Which means that I can't walk her home. And I hate that. It's dark outside. I hate just the entire concept. I hate that. I want to walk her home, make sure she's safe and everything. Because... And I couldn't do that. I watched her walk down my road and then the road after that. And then a stupid Sainsbury's delivery van tricked me into thinking it was for me. Speaking of vans, I sound like van brakes out there. Does it? It does. Jesus Christ, I am clever, you know what I mean? So I'm going to go and sort this out and then talk to you later. Wow, speaking of later, it's a lot later. Bam. Okay, so... carrying on with the story, I had to stay behind and wait for the delivery of the sofas, which are now here. I'm reserving judgment because they're smaller and they're not all that comfortable. I've got a new rug as well. You kind of go... You can't like go and like slob like you can on the old settee. So yeah, that happened, and it was because of that I couldn't walk Lovely home, and I watched her walking down the road and I was like, I should so follow her. I'm relatively I've got a complex about it, but I'm relatively quite protective, and I wouldn't be able to live with myself if Lovely gets hurt, or anyone else for that matter gets hurt because of me. I would lose it massively. So I felt really bad about making her walk back on her own, but she got there fine and everything was fine, and I'm just a fusspot worry baby who is trying to talk whilst it drinks. Also this cake, look, the cake we made. Did I tell you that I bought the wrong chocolate? You're supposed to get dark chocolate, and I bought dark chocolate with mint and honeycomb in. So it kind of tastes like weirdly minty and stuff. And then Lovely got a bit excited when she was putting the icing sugar on. And if you can see just how much icing sugar there is there. It means that whenever you bite into it the first time, you forget that it's there. And then just inhale it all and then choke to death. So yes, today it's been an exceptionally brilliant day. I've enjoyed nothing more than today. I don't think I've had a day this good in a very long time, which is brilliant. Thank you, Lovely. Hopefully we can bake stuff again, Lovely. And then, I don't know, I just really liked it. And I'm enjoying having the cake, because if you go around to Lovely's house, every time they have dinner, they just have cake. It's like, oh, you want some cake? We made this earlier. We don't make cake ever. And now we've made cake, and now I can just come in and get bits of cake. Granted, we eat the cake a lot faster than they do, even though they have pudding every day. We've already eaten half of this in one day, but that's by the by. That is literally all for today, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to say goodbye to you because I need to get to bed so that I can go to sleep and wake up. I'm up at 7:30 in the morning. Got work 10 till 7, 9 hours of overtime, pure overtime. So the daily vlogs for the next 3 days are going to be boring. I'm not going to pretend they're not going to be, because it's literally just going to be work, work, work. 3 days of sheer overtime work, and it's going to be so strenuous because I have to walk from one end of the store to the other end of the store and back again for every single turkey that a customer has ordered. And it's going to be amazing fun because I've got this little like turkey hat that I'll show you. I've got a turkey hat that I've got to fly up and down the aisle like as fast as possible. It's going to be the most fun ever, but it's going to be damn tiring, and it's pure overtime. 27 hours of sheer overtime this week alone is ridiculous. I normally work 12 hours a week, and now I've got 27, did I just say 27 hours of sheer overtime, pure unadulterated overtime. So I'm going to enjoy reaping the benefits. You've got to work hard to play hard, so the harder you work, the harder you can play later with more resources to spend on playing, if you know what I mean. So for tomorrow's incredibly boring day, I'm afraid, I will have to catch you later.